Inspire 365, what's up? Happy Tuesday to you. Hope you're enjoying your day so far. You ever read a book front to back? Seriously, I'm not talking about for school or work. I'm talking about for leisure, because I'm 45 years old. I can honestly say I just finished my first book ever. I started a lot of books, never finished them. But I started this book. It was kind of like a motivational book, a self-help book that I wanted to read. And I read it, loved it, going to read it again and pass it on to a few of you. But I read this book front to back. I was proud of myself. I was watching some other motivational videos. Joe Rogan had a really good video. I think I posted the other day about being your own hero in your own movie. It got me thinking, because that's what I do. You know, with reading this book and life in general, the best book you should ever read. Best book you should ever read. Seriously, I'm not talking the Bible. I'm not talking this or that. But your book. The book that you're writing every day of your life. I posted something today about your book and your life. How many times do we go out and we read these self-help books and we watch these motivational videos and we watch these videos of Inspired 365 and we look at other people and we always compare ourselves to other people, whether it's in the gym, whether it's in life, work. But do you ever honestly sit down and just read your book? Read inward. Evaluate yourself. Judge yourself. I always say that when you look in the mirror, there should be two people you see there. Your number one fan, your number one critic. We always criticize ourselves. It's easy to do, but how many times do we support ourselves and root ourselves on and evaluate ourselves? We're not perfect. But your life, it's the only book that's about you. You're writing it every day. Yesterday, you might have made a mistake. Yesterday, you might have done something good. Last week, your book might have been a fairy tale. You went on a first date. Yesterday, it might have been a suspenseful novel just because you didn't know what was going to happen next. Don't ever let your past define you. I've mentioned this before too. My past was that my parents got divorced when I was 4.5 years old, and that was kind of like my label when I was growing up. I was the divorced kid. But I think that's helped me be a great stepfather, a great father of children that are going through divorce. I didn't let my past define me. I let it teach me. You're not who you were last year. You're not who you were 10 years ago. You're not who you were before you started watching this video, because actually you're about 2 minutes and 24 seconds older. Don't let your past define you. When you're reading inward and you're reading your book, if there's room for improvement, write that improvement. I always say, a new day is a new opportunity to kick ass. Yesterday, you might not have kicked ass. Today, try and kick ass. You're the one writing your book. You're the one making the choices. You're the one that's stuck in a bad relationship. You're the one that's stuck in a job you hate. Get out. Find a new job. You're the one that can't figure things out. Google it. Reach out to a friend. You're the one writing your book. Don't let somebody else grab the pen and write your story for you. If you don't like how life's going, change it. Oh, Greg, I can't sit there and change it. You don't know my story. I do know. I know that you're in control of it. I know we all have issues. We all have bad days. Last week our day was bad, but we're here today. We made it. What I'm saying is, if you're going to read a book, before you read that next book, how much are you reading of your own book? How much are you writing of your own book? Sit down and share your book. Sit down and share your story. I always say that. Sometimes some of the best conversations are when someone listens. Just sit down and talk to somebody and talk about your story. Don't have to bitch about your life, but sit down and say, hey, this is what I'm struggling with. This is what I need help with. I see you're doing pretty good at the gym, man. What workouts are you doing? Can you help me out? Just try that. Be the author of your own book. Joe Rogan does a video called Being the Hero of Your Own Story. And it's a great video, and this is kind of what's inspired me to pass this on to you guys. And once I read this book, I realized, I want to write my own book. Whatever you're doing, maybe you don't like your job, but you have to stay there because you have to pay your bills. Be the best whatever you're being today. Today I'm unloading some trailers, and I'm going to put some inventory away and do some stuff for the rest of my clients. I'm going to be the best guy on the forklift today. While I'm thinking about it, I just talked to my son real quick. He senior this year at Orange High School. He almost didn't graduate. I'll be totally honest. We were crossing our fingers that he might not graduate. His grades were just not there for many reasons. Just we weren't hard on him. When he was studying, he couldn't just find what his niche was, and he almost didn't graduate. And they have this school up here called Oasis, where when there's kids that are getting that close, they put them in this program over here. Did you know that in about an hour, that boy's going to be done with his last few English tests? March 6th, he's going to be done with school. Now he'll still graduate in end of May with the rest of his senior class, but he made it. He wrote his own story. At one point, his story was, I'm not going to graduate high school. Oh shit. I just texted him. I said, hey, I was going to put lunch on your lunch account. Do you need lunch? He goes, no, Dad, I'm not eating lunch here today. I was like, I'm so proud of you because you see that finish line. You see that finish line and you're going to get it. And you're going to make it. I'm so proud of him because he wrote his own story. Now I'm getting emotional. Don't know why. But I'm proud of him because he almost didn't make it. And at one point in his life, he just said, fuck it, I'm going to make it and watch this. And he did it. I'm so proud of him. I can't wait to see him here in a little bit. He's going to stop by my work. And I just can't wait to tell him how proud I am of him. Be the author of your own book. Make it a kick-ass book. And make it a kick-ass day. I love you guys. I'm out. Inspired 365.